Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're new here, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and also don't forget to like, share and comment. So let's get started. Alright, so like I said before, on this channel, I mainly focus on talking about my experience in German and also everything that I've learned in German and that I think might be helpful to someone out there who would like to in future move to German. So in today's video, I am going to talk about why I think you should come and study in German. So let's get started. Alright, so from my experience since I came here, I feel like Germany is a very good place to come and study, even be it your bachelor's, your master's, your PhD, whatever it is. I think Germany is the best place to come when you want to do your studies, and I am going to talk about why I think Germany is the best place for you. So one of the reasons I think Germany is the best place to come and study is because Germany has some very nice, very beautiful universities that are good for your career, and that's what you want, right? If you want to go to university, you need a university that is very good, that is going to be good for your CV, that is going to be to like give you that thing that you want for your career. And I think Germany is the best place to offer you that. Let's talk about the LMU Munich, the Technical University of Munich, the Heidelberg University, you can name them, but Germany is just the right place to offer you all that. So that's why I really think you should consider coming to Germany if you want to study. And okay, I'm gonna be looking on my points here. And then the second reason that I think you should consider coming to Germany if you want to study is you should know, I'm sure this is like one of the main reasons that everyone should just come and study in Germany. It's because German universities are free. Okay, like are free, or if you have to pay the tuition fee, it's very low. Like it's about, I think I talked about it in my other video, it's about 350 euros per semester, and this is like the best thing to ever happen, because whenever you think of studying in the university, the first thing that comes to your mind is the tuition fees. And sometimes because you cannot afford the tuition fee, you end up not following your dreams. But the good thing about German is that you do not have to worry about tuition fee. You just have to bring your brains and you're good to go. So you really have to consider coming to German, because who doesn't like free things, right? And who doesn't like a free education? Nobody, right? So I think this is one thing that when I learned about it, I was like, wow, this is the best. I never imagined that it could happen, that university will be for free. So it's just something that I just thought like, wow, I think I have to share with you guys out there, so that you know, if you're thinking of going abroad to study, I think Germany is just the place for you. And then the other thing that I think you should consider coming to Germany for your studies is because I find student life in Germany to be a little comfortable. Okay, like student life is always difficult, but there are some factors that makes student life in Germany to be a little bit better. Talk about the free tuition fees, and on top of that, if you if you are to pay like the 350 euros tuition fee, that also covers your semester ticket. So it means you will not have to worry about your transport throughout the semester. You will be able to go to school and come back and go anywhere else that you want using your semester ticket. So I think these are like the two main factors that have already been covered, like the things that worry a lot of people when they are in the university, which is tuition fee and transport. So I think this is just good news, right? Okay, and the other thing about the still on the student life is also that the student accommodations in Germany, like rent to be precise, rent house in general are so expensive in Germany. But if you are a student and you stay in the student apartments, the student apartments are so cheap. Like if you want to think how much someone pays when they are not a student, like when you're renting an apartment, and how much you pay if you are a student and living in the student apartments, it's like the difference is so big. So I think that also makes it easier if you are a student, because you don't have to pay so much money for rent, but rather you have to pay a lower amount, so it will not strain you too much, because when you're a student you do not have enough income, so you really need to save as much as you can. So it's really important that you save when you are a student, and I think this will allow you to do that. And another thing, I think everything is just cheap. Like if you're a student in Germany, everything is just cheap. Like the insurance you pay is very low if you're a student. Even when you want to go to parks, to museums, to like everywhere that you want to go, if you can just prove that you're a student, you end up paying less money if you're a student than if you're not a student. So it's really important, because I think the thing about studying, if especially studying abroad, the thing is mostly about money, and sometimes it can be straining for you if you're abroad and you have to study and you have to think about money at the same time. So that brings me to like my other point, why I think you should come to Germany to study. Okay, it's about work. I think, if like from what I have seen among the students, that like for me, I didn't come to Germany as a student, but I know a lot of people who came here to Germany as students, and I think they are doing quite well. So I've seen them having to work, and you know in Germany, it's so easy for you to just find a mini job or a part-time job for you to just do while you're studying. Of course, you'll be having limited hours that you can work, but I think at least it's something, because you need that extra money. And I like that in Germany there are a lot of student jobs that you can do. You just need to, of course, have the energy and have the passion. But it's so easy for you to get a student job, as if you're a student studying here in Germany, and your visa also allows you to work part-time if you're a student in Germany. So that makes it quite easier, because if you do not have a visa that allows you to work and you're a student, then your life might end up being so stressful. But it's the good thing is, in Germany, if you have a student visa, you are allowed to work, and there are also a lot of student jobs that you can choose from. Okay, they might not be like the most glamorous jobs that you wish for, but if you're just someone who knows what you want and where you're going, I think it's something. Of course, I know some students who were able to like get an office job while they were still studying. I know, people ended up getting a nice job that they could even take over after they finished studying. but I cannot promise you that. You need to do your own research while you're still applying, and but the what I can promise you is you will get a job. To If you want to work, you will definitely get a job if you are to be studying in German. Okay, so the last but not least point I'm going to talk about is, I think maybe I talked about it before, I'm not sure, but if you are a student in German, the time you finish studying, excuse me, the time you finish studying, German allows you to stay so that you can get a job, which is not which is not like that in other countries. I know in other countries, when you finish studying, you're a foreigner, you have to go back to your country. But it's not like that here in Germany. In Germany, when you finish studying, you are allowed to stay here for, and you are granted an 18-month visa that allows you to look for a job. And during that 18 months, you are allowed to do any other job that you can or that you find, so that you can just take care of yourself while you look for a job that you actually studied for. So it means you have time to look for a job. And I think this is what everyone wants. When you finish studying, if you want to go back home, yes, but sometimes you don't want to go back right away. You want to stay and work a little bit and go back later, or you want to stay forever. It's up to you. But what I just love about German is they allow their students, and I feel like if you study here, it's one of the easiest way for you to like get your visa, your permanent residence, your everything. I think the stages, if you're just someone who's just going stage by stage, it's not that difficult. So I really hope you got I gave you the information that you needed. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section, and I'll gladly answer you if I have the answer to that. But for now, what I can just say is thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and also don't forget to like, share, and comment. So see you next time.